In this video, we will use data to help solve a simple business problem using an example that could occur in the real world. We will begin with a problem, analyze the relevant data in Microsoft Excel to see if we can find the source of the problem, and present our findings. Hi everyone, this is Catherine, and let's begin by looking at the problem. Suppose we work for an online store. When a customer purchases an item, it is shipped from one of two distribution centers. And if a customer is not happy with their purchase, they can return it. Each month, out of thousands of sales, about 50 items are returned. All of this activity is stored in a central database, which is good because when the sales manager looked at the data by month, the number of sales in September remained consistent, but the number of returns in September had a large increase, from around 50 each month to 420. The manager wants to know, why was there such a large increase? Let's see if we can answer her question by analyzing the relevant data. Here it is in Excel. I put a link to this workbook in the description below in case you want to download it. This list contains all 420 items returned in September. It includes the product category, code, and other description information, the distribution center that shipped the order, and the reason for the return. This is a large data set, so I'm going to use pivot tables for the analysis. Click somewhere in the data, go to Insert Pivot Table, and insert it on a new worksheet. Let's see if the high number of returns is maybe happening at just one distribution center. So drag distribution center to rows and place product code and values. Make sure the product code is account with the correct 420 total. And I'm going to go to the Design tab and change the report layout to tabular just so that we can see the column descriptions. And this is the number of returns. The high number of returns is happening at both centers, so that does not help us. Let's try returns by product category. Uncheck Distribution Center, check Category. There are only 4 categories, so it's pretty easy to see that most of the returns are rugs. If this was a long list, we could click the category column header down arrow, more sort options, sort descending by number of returns. Let's keep this summary in case we need to refer back to it and create a new pivot table that we can use to further analyze the data. The easiest way is to just make a copy of this table. In this new pivot table, let's filter the category. In the column header drop-down menu, uncheck Select All and check Only Rugs. Drag product code to rows and product to rows. We do not need all these subtotals, so I'm going to go back to the Design tab, and in the Subtotals drop-down menu, click on Do Not Show Subtotals. Go to the Product Code drop-down menu, click on More Sort Options, descending by the number of returns. Okay, so most of the returns are for these 2 area rugs. Let's add size, color, and pattern. The only difference I see between the 2 rugs is the color. One is light blue, the other is dark blue. Let's see why they were returned. Add the reason field to columns. All of the returns for these 2 rugs are because the customer received the wrong item. My guess is that customers who ordered the light blue rug were shipped the dark blue rug by mistake, and customers who ordered the dark blue rug were shipped the light blue rug. Perhaps the 2 product codes are accidentally switched on the package labels or even in the database. But the good thing is we were able to find the source of the problem. The only thing this detail table is missing is the distribution center, so let's move some things around. Move reason to rows, and now there is room to add distribution center to columns. And now for step 3, how should we present our findings back to the sales manager? This pivot table is kind of messy, so let's use part of it to make a simple report. Copy just this section of the table, go to a new Excel file, and in the Paste drop-down menu, paste special values so that it's no longer a pivot table. I went ahead and added borders and some other formatting. I also added 2 rows. We know the grand total is 420. All other returns will be the 420 minus 368. And then calculate the percent of total, so 368 divided by 420 and 52 divided by 420. So 88% of returns came from just these two products. Let's make that the subtitle. If we think about how this report will help the sales manager and anyone else who is working to solve the problem, it accounts for all 420 returns. It clearly identifies two products as the source of the problem, and to further support this, it shows without these returns the total number would have been 52, which if we go back to the manager's chart is a similar value to previous months. Data is often more complex than this example, but I wanted to focus this video on the process of using data to help solve a simple business problem. Understand the problem, perform the analysis, and present your findings as a summary. I hope this was helpful. If you enjoy learning about working with data, please consider subscribing to this channel.